Hello everyone, welcome to a part 2. I just finished part 1. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to upload these things because it's a bit tricksy. But anywho, it's a pleasure. Welcome back. We're going to take a look here. I got 3 cards. Excuse me, yawning. Tuppence has retreated a little bit because he got a little too greedy. Right, Tuppence? Right, Tuppence? Sorry, I love my cats. We have a new story in this part 2 of a King of Pentacles coming through. And this King of Pentacles has the Star reversed and the 5 of Swords. So I'm fascinated by this. So we're going to get some more. But the King of Pentacles energy is definitely different than this King of Wands. So this is a different person in your energy. And so this won't be for everyone. Spirit had me line this up for a part 2. So this will be for some, but not for everyone who aligns with part 1 and vice versa. Right, Tuppence? Or you might identify with the King of Wands in this reading or the King of Pentacles. I like to build a story around each of the court cards, mostly the Kings and Queens, when I do tarot pulls, because to me that's like telling a story of an individual, so you can really lock in on who that is. That's funny. I don't know if you guys can hear those. I have my auto fish feeders going off. We have the 4 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Excuse me. Let's continue. Spirit, can you give me some more here? I'm curious. Tell me about this individual. It's a clump. I love these cards quite a bit, but they're a bit difficult to shuffle. Not because they're like bad cards for shuffling. King of Cups. With the 5 of Fruit. But their beautiful texture makes them just a little grippy against each other, so sometimes it's hard just to get one. Sometimes like 2 or 3 come out, versus some of the slippery cards are just the opposite. They're like, everywhere. In part 1, by the way, we went over a whole story with a past person, someone trying to bring something back. This is energy that's totally different. It's almost like we're walking in on their personal story. I'm seeing a 5 of Swords, like they're fighting with someone with the Star reversed, and they've lost hope with this energy or this relationship. This is a different person. Wheel of Fortune and non-action reversed. Prevented action, more like. Non-action is a really beautiful card in this deck. This deck is really beautiful altogether, but it's a unique card to this deck that's not included in any other kind of tarot deck. 7 of Light. With the Ace of Pentacles. Upright. I always want to check and see if upright is the best, because I prefer an upright. But sometimes the shadow sneaks in. Oh, my family is almost sending each other messages. So family might be important in this particular person's life, or they might represent family. They might have a difficulty with family. Family might be important. Pentacles always relate to me more to family. So I'm seeing this King of Pentacles energy. Spirit, can you give me some clarity on each of them as well? I like to take my time in these videos. These are the videos that I'm mostly intending for YouTube. But I don't mind doing like a little clip or synopsis for my TikTok, because people have short attention spans on TikTok. That's part of it. But YouTube, it's like I've got some healing frequencies going on. I don't know if you guys can hear those. This mic's noise canceling is pretty effective. But I'm just sort of zenning out. It's evening. I've got my kitty. I've got my other kitty over here. There's another one back there. They spilled food everywhere, so now they're nibbling it off the floor. I'm just like, you guys can eat it if you want. I'll probably clean it up sooner or later to make sure there's not bugs, but it's getting cold outside. I'm not thinking there's going to be a lot of bugs. 5 of Shadows. Okay. That is a sad card. Our King of Pentacles. With the Star card, it's kind of repeating itself. Six of Swords. They're moving on from a hopeless situation, is what I just heard with the Five of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is sad as heck. They are not a happy camper, man. We're reading for this new energy. At the very least, they went through a very difficult process. You might have also gone through a very difficult process. And so this person's mirroring you. Two of Pentacles for this Five of Thunder. With the Two of Swords reversed. So circumstances may have forced this person into a situation, into inaction is what I'm seeing. With the Moon. Okay. Okay. We're gonna set down that Five of Thunder. And let's get a little bit more. Is there anything else? I will start breaking this down. Nine of Cups upright. And if you guys are wondering how I check if a card belongs upright or not, I just feel. How do I feel when it's in my hand reversed? How do I feel when it's upright? I have no placement, no bias, no interest in how this story is told. So I have no reason to want to put it in any other way. I don't even know who this message is for. Ooh, not judgment. Gosh dang. Someone non-action karmic cycle. Okay. Beautiful, actually. That's killer. Page of Fruit. Okay. Okay, we got ourselves a beautiful little spread here. So let's get into it. So we have the King of, see, this is like normally where I'd cut it, but I like bonding with you guys. We have this Five of Shadows. King of Fruit. So the King of Pentacles, this relatively stable person, is in regret, past regret, grief, and remorse over a situation that they've given up hope on and have moved on from, with the Six of Swords as clarity. This had something to do with somebody basically forcing them to make a choice. This person was basically saying they're in a circumstance, they're in a relationship, they're in a space with someone who basically said, do what I want or kick rocks. And strength at the bottom of the deck. Do what I want or kick rocks. And they had a Two of Pentacles, like responsibilities and difficulties and things they had to manage. And so they didn't have a choice in the matter. So this person basically said, okay, kick rocks. And it's like really upsetting to this person. Again, strength wanted to come out again. So I'm putting that for wisdom. Clarity on this Moon. I don't know the Seven of Cups delusion and the Sun. Fascinating. That's a really weird clarity for the Moon here. So with the Seven of Cups and the Sun clarifying the Moon in this situation, basically somebody was like in a little bit of a psychosis. The Moon and the Seven of Cups is a very unique combination that I find very Neptunian. With the High Priestess as well, it's also an interesting combo. Cups and the Moon in general, because the Moon is so water associated, right? The Seven of Cups is one of the most interesting cards in the deck because it's so based around confusion and illusion, and clarifying the Moon and the Sun. It's showing me somebody was like crazy. Someone's like crazy town, and it was obvious and clear, and it's like you're being psycho. There's nothing I can do about this, and they're freaking out either way. Like it's almost like giving up on someone. My kitties are being bad. Tubbins, what is it? What's your brother doing? Babbles. Oh, Barbara. That's not Babble, that's Barbara. Are you being bad? You're being bad. What are you doing? Good boy. I threw a loose, broken up piece of sock he's been eating around him. And he's getting into something he shouldn't be. Oh, boy. So basically what I'm seeing is this person had no choice but to give up with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is sometimes it's like, I like to say it's the sore winner or sore loser. It's the person that says my way or the highway and everybody else can kick rocks. Not always. There's a lot of interpretations, but with the Two of Pentacles, it's like there's no winning. You're juggling, trying to make something work. It's like juggling a budget so that you can do something. You have to delicately navigate the obstacles. What are you doing, sir? You stop. And so as you navigate those obstacles, you're making your way past some difficulties, right? Well, with the Two of Swords, that's like a choice. You have to make a choice, but it's in reverse, saying you can't make a choice. And it's like saying there's not enough money to go on this vacation. The budget is full, kind of thing. And the situation with the moon showing up is like a little bit of questionable. It's like secret, psychosis, something going on with the Seven of Cups coming out. It's like someone being like wildly unreasonable. And then the sun showing up on top of that is somebody being like, it's very obvious that this person's being unreasonable. And it's then, therefore, clarifying the hopeless situation. And Five of Cups just fell on the floor. Like, this is a hopeless situation, and there's nothing we can do about it. And it's you've really just taken the situation into your own hands and said that I don't matter. So that's what this person has gone through. So that's the base, right? Follow me through. We have some pillars to get through. They have a Knight of Thunder. And so I'm like, okay, Knight of Thunder, what's going on here? Lots of air going on over here. There's a lot of air, and water, which is often a lot of emotion and pain. And then, so this Knight of Thunder is followed by the Four of Cups reversed, which is that's like somebody ignoring your calls. Like the Knight of Thunder's communication is like, I'm trying to talk to you, beep, 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 beep. And then the Four of Cups is like, okay, nope, we're done, block. Followed by the Nine of Cups, which to me is wish fulfillment. And so my thought is like, this person might have been mistreated or like mishandled to the point where like love has been something they shut down. They're like, no, no, not happening, no. Is the curiosity there? I'm like, okay, so there's someone's not communicating with who, and it's clarify this Nine of Cups, please. I'm baffled with the Chariot. That is fascinating. It's talking about, oh, interesting. Clarify again for me, please. The Chariot isn't necessarily a verb that makes sense. And not, again, the Knight of Cups. Again, what I'm thinking is somebody might be trying to, like, I think their past person. Tuppence, are you also being bad? With this past person, whoever it was, is now trying to reach out to this person, and this person is like blocked off because they're happy by themselves. They're happy in their serenity and their space, and they're choosing happiness for themselves. They're saying no more, and I'm seeing this beautiful sense of the Chariot navigating around obstacles and difficulties, and this Knight of Cups, which is, with the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Chariot, it's saying that like they've decided what they've discovered their worth, regardless of this other person poking them in the back of the head, going beep, 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 come talk to me. They're like, no thanks, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing my happiness and my joy. And Queen of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. And the King of Swords, yeah, for real. King and Queen of Swords energy is coming through, and what that explains to me in clarity over this situation with the Queen of Cups reversed, yeah. This person was not heard. This person does not like cared about. And with the Queen of Swords reversed on top of the King of Swords, it's saying like, girl, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm blocking you because you've been rude to me. You've disregarded my emotions, my feelings, my value, my worth. And I'm not interested. I'm not going to spend any more time with somebody like that. Sorry, go away. And so this King of Pentacles is sitting over here, hearing all this from this other person. And it's interesting to me because I'm sitting back seeing this, moving on to the next pillar, by the way. And when I say pillar, it's how I read. I have a whole chain of cards, and I interpret like a little story based off that pillar. I call them the pillars of truth, if you're ever interested in my reading methods. But we have the King of Cups at this top, followed by the Five of Fruit. So again, somebody feeling iced out or emotionally rejected. Again, we're seeing this emotional rejection. with this over here, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Which is funny because notice how in the first part we had the King of Wands and the and the Queen of Wands, where the opposite was true. The King of Wands was reversed initially, and the Queen of Wands was the one seen as like, oh wow, you're amazing. And now in this particular bundle, I'm seeing just the opposite is true here. The King of Cups is icing out the Queen, Queen of Pentacles reversed, right? Are you kidding me? It's interesting because what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing two sets of divine counterparts, which I don't necessarily think everyone's like meant to be. You get in a relationship and it's like meant to happen. I don't think that's really how it works. But I'm seeing that one got iced out, right? And the other one is the first one screwed up so much and mistreated the right one when the right one finally came along. And so then the right one said, thank you, next. You're not the right one. I don't want to be around you. And they're in remorse and regret trying to fix it. Flip back over here, just the opposite. I'm seeing the same thing happening, but it was this basically psychotic feminine energy that was just being super unfair and forcing this poor King of Pentacles into a state of regret and remorse, as he had to be strong and, say, no more. I don't want to be mistreated anymore by you. I don't want to be taken advantage of and bullied by you. And now I'm seeing what happened is this King of Pentacles stepped back and said, no thanks, with the Wheel of Fortune, the inaction reversed, and Judgment. This would have repeated in a cycle, like a karmic cycle. This would have repeated, and they would have gone through lessons again, but they basically said, block, not interested, choosing my happiness. You can go enjoy your karmic cycle with someone who wants to keep going through that, because that's not for me anymore. And I'm so proud of this King of Pentacles for just, it took a lot of strength for them to sort of step back from this psychotic energy. The moon being clarified by the Seven of Cups, and then we got the Star and the Three of Swords clarifying this last pillar. The last pillar, we have the Seven of Wands, which in this has somebody going on a journey. That's not typically how I would take it. Zoom in here. But what I would say is what it looks like is a little fella walking across a bridge that is relatively delicate. Typically, it's about fighting, about guarding, being overwhelmed. But with that Seven of Wands, or Seven of Light, I'm seeing an Ace of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles. They're walking their own journey, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor, because the Star is coming in with the Three of Swords. Some situation is, and it's not the Star, let me be honest, it's the Hermit. But if you look, the Hermit holds the Star in his hands, and it turns into this beautiful bird. And to me, it's just magnificent. It's a beautiful energy. But with the Three of Swords reversed, and this has the Nine of Thunder, like, this person is overcoming past heartbreak. They put it behind themselves, but now they're kind of they're finding peace. Spirit, give me further explanation here. We're gonna take, okay, 4 and 9. They're kind of holed up. Yeah, okay. This person's basically coming to the idea. They're mirroring. This King of Pentacles is mirroring the Queen of Wands from part 1, if you guys remember. The energy is very clear. The King of Pentacles here has been betrayed and mistreated by an abusive Queen of Pentacles reverse, and the Queen of Wands has been betrayed and abused by this King of Wands reverse. So I'm enjoying what I'm liking here, because then basically they're having a hard time, lost in their head about if they're making the right decision about icing out this Queen of Pentacles reversed, because because I have the Ace of Light and the Six of Wands, like someone reaching, or Six of Cups, sorry, with the Seven of Thunder, like they were betrayed, and then the Hangman reverse comes out. Like, are they just choosing to leave it alone, choosing to just block them and not touch it? I also feel like they're putting love in general on hold for themselves. So, like, what I'm seeing a love story brewing, and it's going to be really cute, but I also think it has to do with a part 3. So, go ahead and follow me, guys, to a part 3.